So recently I was just playing with some friends in Brawl Stars and we came across the #1 player in the world. And this is kind of crazy because we actually managed to beat them. And now I am in the top 100 in the world for Angelo. So I just wanted to share the story of what happened and explain how I absolutely wrecked this guy. I just want to say I did not wreck him. It was literally 3% left on the heist safe. But we did win, so you can't take that away from me. I have beaten #1 global. I also had played with Sniper when he was number one global back in the day. But that's a different story. I didn't play against him. So yeah, we found this really good comp. I was actually playing with someone else and I was going to hop off for the day, but they invited me. So I was like, sure, why not? And then I invited Nico, I think it was, because I was like, okay, we're going to have a third. This is kind of fun. And the guy ended up leaving because we lost one game, those kind of people. Me and Nico decided to keep going and just see if we could play a bit of Angelo and Melody, because he was wanting to play his Melody since the Hypercharge had just released. And we ended up inviting Derp Stars, and both of these players, I've got to just say, great at the game. They just understand Brawl Stars. And we were just kind of casually playing, and we ended up pushing to 1,700 trophies on Angelo. This happened over 2 days. The first day we got to 1,500. The second day we got to 1,750, but then we lost 2 games. And up there, you lose 28 trophies for a win. So we went from exactly 1,750 to 1,696, which was very, very painful to watch. And we stopped there, but I was pretty happy with it because at that point I was 30th in the world, and then when we lost the 2 games I went to 60th, so I was pretty high up. But yeah, as I was saying, we actually went across the #1 best player in the world. I'll show you the clip now, the full game, and we can analyze what happened. So this is the game which we versed the #1 player, and we actually versed Matt, which is a previous #1 UK player. And the Cordelius was Protislav, who, at least when I was playing, I don't know if they currently are because I haven't checked, but they were #1 in the world. We do check in the video afterwards. So we get off to a pretty bad start. I had no idea these guys were pros, by the way, but I end up securing a team wipe just here, which I think was pretty good. I end up pushing up. They do not have a water pro, which this map, you can see why we were playing it with Angelo and Melody. It was a very, easy map to push if you have, the Angelo supporting the Melody. And I go down there, unfortunately, and honestly, I think it's already over at this point. And I was kind of just damn, we had a 10-win streak, we're at 1,700 trophies, we cannot be losing this. And I see the spectator count going up, and I saw the creator code icon, and this is where it kind of clicks that these guys were good. And I was like, okay, so I need to lock in. I kill him again. Second time I killed the #1 in the world player. And they get pretty good damage off, but Nico's absolutely popped off. This is where it gets difficult though. These guys know how to defend. And we see everyone basically pushed up and managed to defend me. I tried to gadget over to get my super down, but Melody absolutely clutches up. I think Melody got star player. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And I go check, and I'm like, holy Jesus. I see it's Matt, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty impressive. And then I see that, and I don't even really think about it. And Nico starts popping off. I'm like, whoa, that was Matt, not realizing the other dude was #1 in the world. And I'm just trying to add him for some reason. And I see Protislav here, and I'm like, what? 133k? They're commenting about it, and I look on, and #1 global is Protislav, and I'm like, what the hell? We just versed Protislav, taking all the screenshots. What the hell? Yeah, I'm just talking about how oblivious I was. I had no clue who that guy was before this game. I think it's just the new system of trophies makes people who aren't necessarily that well known be able to climb to the top. But personally, I don't think he was that good. I kind of killed him 3 times, and I kind of bodied him. And he should go just retire, because Mikachu Gaming, Mikachu YT Mikachu M, Mikachu Microwave is on the case, and I'm just better. Well, we beat the top player, so basically we're the top player now is what I say. that's how it works, because it is how it works. That is exactly how it works, and we just move on. So I'm going to show you some more of the games and kind of go over them. 3 more games to show you all, and I just wanted to use the next 2 to show as an example of how just effective we were dealing with people in Heist. Since the new matchmaking makes it so you can be pitted against any players above 1,000 trophies if you're past it yourself, it basically makes it impossible for us to go against like world champions. Except we did, but like most of the time that's not going to happen. Most of the time you're going to be versing people at the very bottom, because that's where the most diluted set of players are. Like there's very few players who make it to 1,500 or further. And we basically used the next 2 games fully efficiently. These were 2 games in a row, and we did not get a single hit on our Heist safe in either of them. We just basically have perfect defense. Like with Angelo, I'm just sat in the middle, just like making sure no one can pass either lane, making sure both of my teammates have their lane supported, and then if they do, I'm just trying to finish off the job. Like here, I'll probably go for the buzz because like makes the most sense. But actually, he's kind of not being a threat, so I can just do whatever, and I finish off the safe. It's going to be the same for this game, which is coming up against a Brock, Piper, and a Spike. They all had pretty good masteries, so I was like, they could be decent, but at the same time, it's like, they're not going to be as good as us. And we'll do the same thing. I just go back and kind of defend. I play at my furthest range, so they're less likely to hit me. And if I can, I get far enough forward to hit the high safe, which I do there. And I just kind of use this as my method to win on this map. A lot of the time people weren't picking water brawls, which made literally no sense to me since it's like a map full of water. But like, I digress. Like, Angelo and Eve are just so good on here. Like, the Piper already gave up. Like, the Piper gave up before I even killed them the first time. They started spinning there, if you'd noticed. But yeah, they went down straight away. This game was closer, but we still win. We win basically every game in this recording. I recorded for like an hour and a half, and we lost like 2 games, I want to say. And it was pretty simple. They had Shade here, which was actually surprising because Shade can walk on water. So I was kind of like shocked to see that they actually did pick a water brawler. And I kind of left the Colt on the safe. I realised that was a bad move. The Bell had killed them, so it was fine. But I was going to circle back if I had to. The Colette's going to try peek, is what I'm assuming. And I was getting ready to attack them, but I just like never got that chance because they never did peek. A lot of the time with Angelo, you'll notice I'm auto-aiming, which, like, a lot of the time auto-aiming is just, like, seen as, like, a noob kind of strat. But with Angelo, most of the time, if you're at mid-range, you can just auto-aim and it will hit. And, like, it's not really, like, a strat for, like, noobs or whatever, because it's more effective than aiming, so why wouldn't you? Like, here, I was playing bad and I probably should have aimed, which is what I realised. I was doing so bad against the Shade here, and I won't act like I was doing good, but you've got to realise that auto-aiming's alright. And yeah, this game's about to end, so I want to say like and subscribe. Join the Discord server, because we're doing an event at the moment, and we're doing quite a lot of stuff there. But yeah, bye-bye.